What's up, guys? Happy St. Patrick's Day coming up on Thursday. I have a stack of Criterions here that I bought in a few sales. It's not July or November, so obviously not the Barnes & Noble sale. And one of them was a lot cheaper than Barnes & Noble, and then another one that was a few dollars cheaper as well. And then another one that I bought for full price, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and open these up. Let's do this. First one I'm going to open up, and I bought full price for, is La Dolce Vita by Federico Fellini. It's a Fellini film. Been wanting to see this. I'm trying to learn Italian, so this will be good for me. But I bought this at full price because it started going out of print with a number of other titles. So I went ahead and bought this at Barnes & Noble for $40. I think it's worth it, especially since it's going out of print and they're not available on any other website that I could find. So if you don't know, Rosemary's Baby, Don't Look Now, Nashville, La Dolce Vita, Days of Heaven, and Harold and Maude, which I just purchased a while back, I think in the last Criterion sale, are all out of print. I'm not sure why. I'm sure someone who knows more than I do, if you know more than I do in the comment section why those titles suddenly went out of print, let me know. And I saw the prices going up on eBay for them, so glad I picked this up, you know, full price, first time, and hopefully the only time I do that. I usually wait for the sales before I buy any Criterion. So anyways, looks like a good film. I'm obsessed with Italy, and this looks like it's in Rome. Black and white film. I'm sure it's in Italian. And the last film in Italian that I saw was awesome. Just unexpected film called A Special Day that turned out to be on Criterion. And if you haven't seen that World War II era film, please do. It's really good. Highly recommended. Nice front cover there with a statue. I don't know what... I don't think this is any place I've been to when I went to Rome. Doesn't look familiar. I probably walked right by it. And nice disc artwork right here. Of course, Criterions. Always great. I don't know what this is about. La Dolce Vita, I believe, translates into the good life, or the sweet life. The rest of these Criterions are either from the Criterion flash sale that happened a couple of weeks ago, or the Target sale that occurred when it was basically, it was buy three, get one free, they said. It was basically if you buy two, you get one free. I don't know, their terminology is weird, but anyways, when you have it in cart, there's three, and then they take away the price of the cheapest one, which was a good deal. It was like $50 for 3 Criterions. The selection was limited at the time for me. I don't think I got to the sale quick enough. I wanted to get Come and See on Blu-ray, and I still want to see that film, but it was only available on DVD. And then there was a couple other titles that were not available on Blu-ray or not available on DVD at all. And same with the Criterion flash sale, so it was a little bit limited. But still, it was 3 for $50 on the Target sale, which is awesome. Basically save $10 for these nice Criterions. And this is The Times of Harvey Milk. I have not seen this documentary, but it looks great. I love U.S. history, but I did not hear about the story, I have to admit, until the film Milk came out, starring Sean Penn. I went to go see it in the theaters, and it blew me away. The ending, if you don't know what happens, the ending just, it was earth-shattering what happens, and I couldn't believe it happened before I was born. It was in the early 70s, I believe, in San Francisco, and at the end of the film, just what happened at the end of the story, I just was, I was shocked. I couldn't believe what happened. So there's the front right there, and the back, and you know, it looks like Sean Penn a little bit older, I think, than Sean Penn was at the time. But I really want to see this, and I think I've seen pieces of it, but I have definitely not sat down to watch the whole thing. Looks like an awesome documentary. And there's the disc right there. Great stuff. And the booklet. Thick booklet right there. Definitely read through this. So it's a story that I just was very interested in after watching the film Milk starring Sean Penn. Another documentary. This one I believe I bought at the Criterion flash sale. James Carville and Stephanopoulos. I'm probably ruining his name here. George Stephanopoulos. And they both basically were very integral and big in getting Bill Clinton elected in 1992 with a big upset over George Herbert Walker Bush, who had just won a very popular war, Operation Desert Storm, getting Saddam Hussein out of Kuwait, and then he ended up losing to Bill Clinton, so it was a big upset at the time. And I've been wanting to see this, very 1990s, and has a bunch of pictures up there. And I think it would be kind of funny, actually, just to see what they had to go through with Bill Clinton and his past, and how they spun it, and all that stuff. So it looks, if they're honest, you know, that's what they'll show in this documentary. Up next is The Bridge. I've heard about this film, and it's about German soldiers who end up fighting the Allies for this bridge, and kind of shows the futility of war, I believe. So, and it looked really good, you know, World War II era films I'm kind of a sucker for, so. And there's a lot with Criterion, World War II era, not era films, but films about World War II afterwards. So we have the booklet right here, not too thick, it's kind of a fold out. And looks like the bridge right there. Europa came out in 1990. Again, another World War II film, and I believe this one is about a Jewish person who decides to try and fake out the Germans and become a German soldier. I think that's what it's about. I'm not too sure. But it looks interesting for sure. Another kind of fold out there. Nice disc. No inside artwork. And I heard really good things about this one. The Wages of Fear came out in 1953. And it's just a story about these guys who are kind of in a truck, and they end up on this dangerous mission, kind of transporting goods or something in a truck, and looks like very intense film. And I like those type of films, suspense films. Nice black and white from the 50s. Nice thick booklet here. And there's a disc, SOC, no idea what that means. Maybe it's the company of the truck or something. And a still from the movie. Girlfriends, I basically bought this because a lot of people were interested in this, and it's a new title that came out for Criterion. Looks like New York in the 1970s. Maybe a coming-of-age story about someone kind of on her own in New York or something all of a sudden. That's what it sounds like. Never seen it, obviously. Blind buy. And New York in the 70s. Seemed like a gritty place. A lot different from today. Even though it sounded like this year that kind of gritty New York was making a comeback with the pandemic and everything. So, nice booklet here. Always try to read the booklets, at least read through them, you know, if I'm interested or like the film afterwards. So, there's the disc art. Girlfriends. Alright guys, that is it for this one. Have a good and safe St. Patrick's Day, and I'll see you on the next one.